My perception of matchmaking before and after was fantastic. I had a great friend who used Tawkify 5 years ago, and they have a strong relationship now. Using Tawkify, I don't know why it wasn't my first choice, but after I had been using other services, my friend said, "Hey, use Tawkify. This is how I did it." I was like, "Oh, that's fantastic." I love Tawkify. I love their approach, how they really find what you're looking for, finding and sussing out your needs and your wants in a relationship, and making you accountable towards that.
My experience using Tawkify was absolutely the opposite. My matchmaker really took time to talk to me, understand me from the heart, understand what I was looking for emotionally, physically, mentally, all the different aspects. And really, I would say my matchmaking experience in the end was all about being authentic to myself and finding that partner who was sharing that authenticity in my life.
I would definitely recommend matchmaking to my friends and family. It was recommended to me, so I would not recommend it to somebody else.
I absolutely would recommend Tawkify matchmaking to friends and family. I've dated, I have history of dating. I truly believe that the whole definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. I definitely would recommend Tawkify and the matchmaking services to those who are looking for a do different, for those who are looking for an absolute different result from what you've had in the past.
My dating experience before Tawkify was varied. I used several matchmakers before Tawkify, and I've used conventional dating before then. Tawkify was really giving me the experience I was looking for. I discovered Tawkify through a mutual friend. They recommended it for me. I had done my research on them to see how they're different and why it would be beneficial. And after having a conversation with my friend, I understood what I was missing from other matchmaking services, and so I chose them.
Yeah, briefly I would say my experience with dating prior to Tawkify, never had an issue matching with individuals, never had issues with chemistry. That all seemed to come very natural. I feel in my dating experience, I would settle. I would overlook a boundary or a deal breaker or something that would really be important to finding a life partner. So with Tawkify, that was again the notion of having accountability, a matchmaker to really see you, guide you through. My matchmaker interviewed all of my potential matches. They came back with recommendations, consulted with me. I would say that prior to Tawkify, not having that consultant, that person, that individual who was going to help you along the way was really a big differentiator for me in using the Tawkify services. I learned about Tawkify services through social media. I remember specifically one media campaign. The media campaign was "Date Like a CEO." I'm an executive, I'm an ambitious person, and honestly, that really caught my attention. I was ready for a change in making my, I would say, unintentional dating into a very intentional way of dating, and really dating like an executive, and having that individual help cut through all the obstacles and challenges that naturally come with finding dates and a partner. I would say that the biggest thing for me was having that person to help cut through and bring that to life.
I had no hesitation signing up for Tawkify. I took a passive approach, which was a different financial commitment, but after doing several other matchmaking experiences before Tawkify, it really was a different approach I was comfortable with, and it ran alongside a different service I was using. It was just wonderful to have that option.
I would say I had a few hesitations, I think as anyone would, and sign up for an expense a service that's being provided. I think first of all, I'm again an ambitious person and I want things to go on my timeline. So there's a little hesitation in being able to take what I would say a bit of a back seat rather than being in the driver's seat. I still felt I was co-passenger or co-driver throughout the entire journey, but my initial hesitation was, is this going to go as quickly, or am I going to get as many matches? And in the end, absolutely did. I would say another initial hesitation, obviously there's a cost associated with the services. I can't say enough that we as human beings spend tons of money on on vehicles, homes, going out to eat, whatever that might be that we just spend money on. And why not invest in a relationship? And the thing that what I value the most, value a life partner. So for me, hesitation turned into really being a value added, and a return on investment was hands down fantastic. For me, signing up for Tawkify was about doing different. I had been through all the apps. I had same results. For me, the apps didn't bring value. They were based off of physicality, and honestly, in the LGBTQ community, the apps, they're pretty much the same people and throughout the entire, through every app, right? So for me, it was about to do different. And when I saw Tawkify's, the curated experience with a dedicated matchmaker, they vet out the clientele, they do all that work for you. That was the do different that I was really looking for in really bringing my, my partnership and finding that partner in my life.